Margaret of Anjou, wife of Henry VI, queen consort, was the chief opponent of the Yorkists and the only character to appear in all 4 plays of Shakespeare's tetralogy. At the start of the play, Henry and Margaret had been married for 15 years. Her lover, Suffolk, had been executed, and her husband subject to fits of madness. After Richard, Duke of York, opposed Henry at the Battle of St. Albans, Margaret became a driving force behind Henry's army. She negotiated with the Scottish king to get troops that fought against York at the Battle of Wakefield. She did not, however, help to slay York as Shakespeare dramatizes in Act 1, Scene 4. Though it is true that he was crowned with paper and his head set on York gates. After York's death, Margaret led the troops to London and rescued her husband from the Tower of London. After the Yorkist victory at Towton, Margaret fled with her son to France. While there, Margaret maintained alliances with King Louis XI of France, who helped her secure troops and money to invade England, as Shakespeare dramatizes in Act 3, Scene 3. Margaret landed at Weymouth in 1471 with over 3,000 men. She intended to march through York on to Wales to procure reinforcements. Edward, who already knew of her plot, instructed the lords of York to block Margaret's passage into Wales, forcing Margaret to pass over into Tewkesbury in Gloucester. The 2 armies met in Tewkesbury on May 4, 1471. Margaret's army was defeated, and her son slain. In some accounts, the prince fought Edward and died nobly in battle. Other accounts record King Edward and his brothers pursuing the prince into a nearby monastery. There they slaughtered Margaret's son with such bloody violence that the church had to be reconsecrated. Whichever account is true, it was a catastrophic loss for the former queen. She was forced to renounce her claim to the English throne and her estates in Anjou. Margaret was exiled to France in 1475 and died in 1482. Shakespeare, however, is kinder to her than history, giving her the privilege of seeing the downfall of the House of York due to the tyranny of Richard III.